On August the 29th, 2024, at approximately 12:53 a.m., Roanoke Police responded to a 911 call reporting a domestic disturbance involving an armed individual at an apartment in the 700 block of 29th Street Northwest here in the city of Roanoke. Upon arrival, officers found an adult female victim outside their residence with a serious laceration. They were directed inside the apartment where they encountered a male suspect who was still armed with a knife. Despite repeated verbal commands to drop the weapon, the suspect advanced towards the officers. In an effort to de-escalate the situation, officers deployed a taser. When the suspects continued to advance and ignored commands, the officers, while retreating, discharged their service weapons, striking the male. The suspect was pronounced deceased at the scene. No officers were injured during this incident. As per department policy, the Virginia State Police has been notified and will be conducting an investigation into this officer-involved shooting. The officers involved have been placed on administrative leave, and per our policy, their names will be released to the public and the media within 72 hours. Further updates will be provided by the Virginia State Police as this investigation progresses. Any questions on that?
Can you tell us the suspect's name?
We're not going to release the name of the subject. That will be released by the Virginia State Police.
And how many officers were involved?
Can't give you that number right now because it's still early in the investigation.
You said no officers were injured?
No officers were injured. But, once again, whenever we use deadly force in the community, is a tragedy. And, we would much rather have a different outcome than what we're standing here before you today and having to talk about. We rely on our partners in the state police to conduct a fair and impartial investigation to make sure that our community and we as a department are held accountable.
We've reported on, and you guys have responded to a number of scenes in that area. Are there concerns about the ongoing crime in that region of the city?
No, this started as a domestic situation where this gentleman assaulted someone with a knife. So there's no reason to believe that this is connected to any other crimes in that area.
Was it the woman who called police? Who called police? Was it neighbors?
I don't have that information. I don't know if the victim of the original crime is the one that called or a neighbor. I know on scene, in addition to the victim, there was also other family members on scene. So I'm not exactly sure at this time who called.
Do you all know where on the body she was stabbed?
I believe she was cut on her arm, if I remember. Yeah, I was on scene. She had been removed by them, but just looking at the body-worn camera footage, I believe it was lacerations to her arm. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. She was treated for her injuries. I don't know for sure if she was taken to the hospital. I would imagine she was, and according to Captain Boswell, she was transported to the hospital to be treated for injuries. All right? Thank you all.